In the clip. Hey guys, my name is Dario.
My name is Amina. We decided to make a video, a video to capture our pregnancy moments, because I am 8 months, you can't really tell in this shirt, and our pregnancy is actually coming to an end. So we wanted our son to have memories of our pregnancy and kind of see like what we went through, because I'm sure with everything that's gonna happen, we're gonna forget a lot of details.
It's good for us to look back and reflect on how everything went.
These are our dogs.
This is Leo, and this is my boy Zeus.
These are our current babies, and this is the baby on the way. So we have some questions for the both of us. The first one is, how did we find out that we were pregnant, and what was our reaction?
So she was late on her period. I just automatically...
I was late maybe like 4 days on my period. And honestly, I didn't have like super regular periods. Like I would get it within the week that I was supposed to get it. So okay. I didn't think anything of it.
But that didn't stop me and buy her multiple tests.
Actually. Okay, so I wanted to have beer. What food were we eating? We were eating chicken fajitas that night. So I wanted beer and chicken fajitas. So we got a 12-pack of Coronas. And then we got the ingredients for the chicken fajitas. And then I didn't even want to go to Walgreens. I was like, you know what? Look, if I don't get it by tomorrow, we'll go. I was like, nope, we're going today. And
the whole time she's telling me, you're wasting $15. You're never gonna get it back.
The entire time we were in the store, like walking to the register and everything, I was just like following him around.
Just talking shit.
So I know exactly what that middle line meant, and I was like,
I didn't.
Oh
Apparently,
my god.
I can't
so
read.
I bring it out to him, and I'm
she hands it to me with a shocked face. I look at it, I was like, we're good, you know? We're all good.
We were not good. This is actually the test. I mean, it looks like a positive pregnancy test. And I was like, no, we're not good. Look at the sign. There's a line in the middle. It took him at least 2 minutes to finally understand that the line meant we were pregnant, not that we were not.
I know how to read it now. Okay.
So then what did we do? We laid in bed. Fajitas were waiting on us and everything. We were just like,
I had to drink the 12-pack by myself.
He did have to drink the 12. I was really sad. So the next question is, what is our moment of realization about being pregnant?
What was yours?
For mine, it was when we went to Santa Cruz and we were like, let's go ocean kayaking. And so we were deep in the ocean too. Like we could not see the land at all. We were out there, and I was out there pregnant. I just forgot, you know, you have to be a little more careful whenever you're pregnant. And then the next day we found on the news there was actually sharks exactly where we were during the same time and everything. So it was kind of like, wow, that was a moment of realization for sure. That was like, okay, I can't do stuff like that. So the same day, for those of you who don't know, Santa Cruz is actually a beach boardwalk, and they have like an amusement park with hella roller coasters and stuff. And
get there, and so I buy the wristbands.
We were so excited when we got there that we just immediately went to buy our wristbands.
I forgot she can't ride roller coasters.
Yeah, so we were like excited going up to the rides. And
I read the sign, the warning sign, big pictures and everything, saying if you're pregnant, you cannot ride this ride.
So we went to the arcade and got competitive some air hockey. But yeah, so a waste of $80, but that was the same day, moment of realization that we're kind of like, wow, can't do things like this.
For me, it was a little different since my family is from New Jersey. So once introducing her and basically the breaking news to everybody in person that she's pregnant, it was a big moment of realization for me.
And they had a baby shower for us. Love you guys. It was amazing.
The best. Okay, so the next question is, what is our biggest wish for our son?
My biggest wish for him is that he has the courage to stand out and be different. We're gonna teach him to respect women, just kind of be like that person that isn't afraid to stick up for people who need it. I also just want him to just be very compassionate and loving to people.
My biggest wish is that he's very open to us. Me growing up, I wasn't really open to a lot of people. I just stood to myself, so any problem that he has or any thought that he thinks is wrong, he can ask us and he's not gonna be afraid to do so.
And then also adding on to mine, I just feel like there's a lot. Hello? Before I was rudely interrupted, what I was gonna say is that I just feel like there's so many guys out there that are just, you know, assholes. So I hope our son isn't one of those guys and he has the courage to be different and hopefully lead his friends to be the same way.
Hopefully I can teach him that, though, even though I wasn't the most ideal guy growing up. But it takes the right one to change you. It's true.
So the next question is, what is our funniest pregnancy moment? We both know exactly what this is. So this is during my first trimester, whenever I was getting sick, because I went through how many weeks of sickness? Two, almost 3 weeks of sickness.
Throughout the whole pregnancy.
Yeah. So far, we still have 2 months. Like, let's just, you know, let's hope. But so during my morning sickness time, I wanted Subway because I really wanted vegetables and like healthy stuff. So I was like, let's go get Subway. We get Subway, and I had an Italian BMT, and I love spicy food. So I eat lots of jalapenos and sriracha sauce and stuff on it. And then I think it was maybe like 20 minutes after we ate it, we went to this place called 1920, and they have these really, really good milkshakes. There is a milkshake there that I really liked. And
it's disgusting.
It's an almond milkshake. So, and
anybody that knows me, I hate almond milk. So she got a large.
I did. I got a large almond milkshake, and we were just sitting out there, and I drank the whole thing because it was so good. Like, and I was just like, you know, when you're pregnant, things taste better. And so the way home, I was like, I don't feel very good, and I just kept saying that, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, you shouldn't have drank that nasty milkshake. And we get home, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower, I don't feel good.
All I hear is I'm like, okay, so I open the slide and I just see throw up everywhere on the shower, on herself and everything. She's like, get out! I'm like, oh shit, and I just closed the door. And
so I was just standing in the shower, throw up all over me, all over the bathtub, crying. And
I comfort her, don't worry. I just let her do her thing. She didn't want me there.
I did. I yelled. I was like, get out of here! And like, it was so sad. So the next question is, what are we most excited for? I am most excited to see Daryl around his son because I just feel like he's really amazing with kids, and he's gonna be the most loving father, and I feel like I'm just gonna fall in love all over again with both of them.
I already know she's gonna be a good mother. She's already too good for me.
Thanks, baby.
And then another thing I'm excited for is for our dogs. We have 2. We have this little guy.
This is Leo.
Zeus, come here. This is the second dog.
Zeus.
Come here, Zeus. Hey, what's up? This is our loving family right here. And little Adri.
This is him. Yes.
Damn.
Look, he's so interested. Going on.
I'm more excited to see how they are with the kid, and I've never seen Zeus get close to a baby, so it's gonna be a first time.
Yeah, same with Leo. I've never seen Leo around a child before. I think Leo is going to be very loving and want to cuddle.
Zeus might be protective. He's already protective over Mina, and he was never like that. He would never bark at another dog, but he does not like any other dogs around Mina. You good?
So the next question is, how did we choose the godparents?
We chose Janelle, my cousin, as the godmother. Me and her grew up basically like brothers and sisters. She's helped me with a lot of stuff, even when I was in the military and high school, just throughout my whole life. So the godfather is her brother,
My brother, Anthony.
He actually is the reason I know Mina. We were in a MOS school in the military, and I saw his sister, and
he said, hey, follow me on the gram.
And that's where everything led into this moment.
Yeah, it took a lot of time. After the follow me on the gram thing, we didn't even speak on the gram until years later. So I really had him.
So it was just an on and off conversation, but we were always communicating with one another. So yeah,
not only that, but my brother's truly like one of my best friends, and he's like been there with me through everything.
So the question is for me, no? When was the first time you felt a kick?
It wasn't really a kick, it was more of like a flutter, and I was actually on the way home from work, and I was driving, and I felt like I was hungry, like my stomach was growling. I realized that I actually ate a whole double, and I was like, I'm not hungry, and then I realized it was actually the baby, so I came in the room crying, and I was like, I think I felt him kick. And then he was like, are you sure? You shouldn't feel like it, you're hungry or something. And then but it was the first one.
Second question is, do you have any cravings?
I don't have any consistent cravings, But in my first trimester, I wanted a lot of vegetables and fruits. Cantaloupe was like my shit. Wait, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay,
No
so
PG-13.
cantaloupe was like my thing for sure, but it only lasted for maybe a couple weeks, and then after that my appetite just exploded, and now I just eat everything, and I'm always hungry. If I eat a huge meal, I can eat 30 minutes later. Yeah. But I don't really have any cravings, I just eat everything.
Okay, third question is this pregnancy smooth? And what changed about you?
This pregnancy is very smooth, to be honest. I think I am one of the lucky ones when it comes to the pregnancy. What changed about me is I became an introvert whenever I got pregnant. I was really social and friendly with everyone, but I really just wanted to be left alone. Like, I just kind of wanted to be in the room every day, all day by myself. Well, not by myself, but with him and the dogs. So it was literally, she didn't want me in the room or nothing. No, I just wanted just him and my dogs. Like, even my family, like I didn't care to like be around my family that much. Like, I just wanted to be by myself. So like mentally, that's what changed. I'm normally not an introvert, but I just became an introvert because of whatever hormones. Also, obviously the hormones, I'm very emotional, and I think that's it. I'm also getting a little thick.
Yeah, no.
I've gained so far 23 pounds this pregnancy. So we'll see how much more I gained the last 2 months.
Okay, so the fourth question is, what is the hardest part about being pregnant?
The hardest part wasn't necessarily the pregnancy itself. It was more so the fact that I was a full-time student and working during the week, all nights. So basically I would go to school. He had work from
8 to 4:30. 8
to 4:30, and I had school from like 8 to like 2 o'clock, and then I would start work around like maybe 4 or 3, and then get out around like 10, 11, sometimes later. And so I think that was the hardest part, was just trying to manage like the fact that I wanted to enjoy the pregnancy, but at the same time I had to take care of business and work and still be a student. And it was also hard on us because all we wanted to do was just, you know, be cute and just be like pregnant at home and stuff, but we couldn't.
You gotta make that moolah.
But now like I am out of school and I'm doing an online semester, so that is pretty exciting.
The fifth question is, what do you want him to have from me?
I definitely want him to have your hair, your curly hair, definitely. But another thing I would really like him to have is your energy and how you're just like super like, I don't know. I hear so many stories about you growing up, and I hope our son's like him, like just really energetic. Hopefully not as much of a troublemaker, but definitely want him to have like your spunk and how you're funny and your personality. But hair, definitely hair. So now we have some questions for Dario. The first one is, what were you most worried about initially when we first found out we were pregnant?
Well, I've known Mina for many years, but my family didn't really know her like that, so I guess just introducing the fact that I'm about to have a kid with someone they never met.
Like, he literally posted me, and then a couple weeks later, we were like, we're pregnant. Even though I've known him for how many years?
5, 6.
Yeah, I've known him for a lot of years, but it was just probably the fact. Why am I answering your question?
You just jumped right in, like, damn.
So the next question is, what is a lesson that you have learned in your life that you want to teach our son early in his life?
Growing up, I know what's right from wrong, but for some reason I always chose the wrong path, and I was very rebellious of the things my mom has told me, and so hopefully we can be very open. I want to teach that to my son. Just, he can come to me for anything, and to his mother, and we wouldn't judge him on anything he does, and hopefully I can point him the right direction on every option he takes.
I wanted to jump into that question, but I had to like refrain. What is the most important thing you want him to learn?
Growing up with just a single mother, I didn't really have like a father figure, but he's gonna have that with him. Forever. I want him to be very respectful to women and treat his mother like a queen that she is, and we're gonna be the greatest family out here. Bam.
Man. Okay, so the last question. What do you want our son to have from me?
How smart you are, just the patience you have, the goodwill you have is such an opposite of me. And I love that about you.
Thanks. So this was our video for our son. And
for you guys to know a little bit, you know, about us. And here's a little family right here. Thank you guys for watching, and see ya.